Hey guys, it's me here in Uganda. This is one of my awesome, just one of the most beautiful men of God I've ever come to meet. And Pastor Israel is just such a blessing in my life. And I thank God for you, Pastor Israel, especially him reconnecting us, especially after so long of not hearing from one another. But I wanted Pastor Israel to share, this is a testimony of both of ours, but I want him to share it with you from his own perspective about our friendship and kind of what God has done and even brought us back together in such the most amazing way I've ever re-met someone, so to say. So, Pastor Israel, would you share it into the camera and let everyone know? And the microphone is right there, and so you're gonna have to talk really loud because he's a very soft, humble man, and so he speaks really softly. So I'm gonna try to get him to speak a little loud for me.
I'll try. I think it just began within 2007. In the month of May to June, when the ORU sends a team here in Uganda for almost 1 month.
A little louder.
Yeah, to be with us. I'm really sorry because my voice is always low, but I'll try.
Yeah, no, I know. Thank you.
So it came about like, I had lived in Masaka for almost 7 years, and as a person that hosted the team from the ORU missions every year, or after one team where had gone back to the US, so yeah, I started doing the same. But way back I was facing it hard at home. I don't know why, but that's how it used to be, though now life has changed a bit. Then I think I got an accident in January to the same year, 2007. I involved with a motorcycle and almost my leg was hit, and I was almost down for 3 months. In March my dad died, and it was also a shocking moment for me. So like almost that year, life was very hard for me. I talk of income wise, getting something to eat at home, because mostly my family depended whenever I could go out. Now, being down for the 3 months, really it was hot fire for my family and my kids, but they managed to survive by God's grace. And I believe in June when I met these people, in spite of all those challenges that were behind me, I had to continue with the ministry.
Yeah.
Though at times it would be very hard, like you come home from ministry, and as we worked as volunteers, you could come back, like you have not brought a basket of food, but children need food. Times we take water and sleep.
Yeah.
But then in the morning we have to go back for the mission. And we did that faithfully for the whole. And when this team was going out, leaving Uganda, it happened that Evan, my friend, called me, and it was at the places where we stayed. And he spoke some words of which I could not believe by then because it was very hard. It's like someone telling you that heaven is here when you've not seen it. It becomes hard to believe until you've entered into heaven.
Yeah.
So that's how it was. Very hard for me to believe, but then one of his prayers was like, I'm seeing Israel, you are being blessed. And highly blessed. Much money is coming all your way, and people are coming, like God is using you amazingly. And he prayed for me. I listened as he was praying, and after that prayer, he said, you can write something on the paper and you give me that paper, I will keep on praying for you. So I had to write something down, and I handed the paper to you. And then afterward, I think there was a friend of mine whom we also called and prayed for. Then we ended. We escorted the team to the airport, and from that time, I think after shopping, the team had some leftovers. So they organized and gave me the leftovers they had left on. Unless it would help us to live on at home. And it was amazing when I brought this home. You can't believe, but this was a lot for us. My family had never seen this, so it was a very, very big blessing for us. And then from that time, I think we organized and said, now since we have this little money, we can begin something, at least to earn a living at home. We did so. We began with a small business, and we bought a small cow and date, and we paid this little money that we had received. And the car worked for a moment, and it got an accident. And I was also one time involved in a car accident. It's me who was driving this car. It was crashed and finished. But amazingly, that out of this crash, something good came out. And, someone who had sent me to go and book for him, when hearing this, he had to replace this old car with a new car. It was amazing how God touched his heart.
So let me ask you this. The whole story is, and I was really young, very immature in my walk with God, and just experienced my first mission trip, and looking or feeling back that I never made a difference or never did anything, and hearing from him that words that encouraged you, that God allowed. It wasn't from me, as we know, but God used me to speak encouragement to you. And then the struggles that happened shortly after that, but then how much God started blessing you and how that word started coming to pass. And then we lost connection because, well, my email got hacked into. And tell them about just what you're sharing with me about trying to get back in contact.
Yeah. Like after all that story, it happens that I was still feeling the same, that your prayers were still working. And day by day, I would see things happen more, like God is blessing me. And I would recall the prayer that you made, that I see the Lord is blessing you more. And whenever anything happened slightly, I would see and know that really your prayer is still working.
Yeah.
So I tried to search for all your contacts that you had left here with me. Nothing would come in place. And it always hurt me because I really wanted to share this much with you. And like however much you were very far, but I wanted to share this. That at least maybe you would not be me, but at least we would share on this happiness.
Yeah.
And it's really what happened to me, that when God changed my life, that all people that knew me, I wanted to show them Christ. Like I would move here and there to see what the Lord is doing. It's not about me. So I also wanted to encourage you with that. I felt like at least I could get a communication, email, text message. At times there's a phone number you had left with me here. I tried on that phone number, but nothing would work. But the major thing was like I wanted to encourage you that really continue with the Lord. He hears your prayers, and He is using you mightily. So that's what mainly I wanted to share with you. So it was amazing that last time when I saw you at the equator, I could not believe.
Let's tell them what happened at the equator, because we lost contact for 6 years. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
And we were driving on the same road, and he saw me on the side of the road at the equator. So share what you were doing, why you were driving. We were coming here to Masaka, but he was doing something else.
Yeah.
Share it and how you saw him.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine who came from the Netherlands, and he had just come to see my project and see whether he could help me with the program that we have, like the secondary program with the students, the clinic with the nurses and the doctors. So he had come to see. Now I was taking him. He had come for 4 days and he was going back. Now at the equator we came and they wanted to buy some souvenirs to take home to their friends or people who had supported them. So we are parked there. Now I also went down, since they are buying. I said, no, let me go down and get a cup of coffee. So after taking my cup of coffee, I was like coming back to the car, and I saw you. There's a young girl who was running. She crossed the road and she saw you you had something,
A sword.
like a sword. You had moved it from its thing, and she came running. Now, when my attention was taken by this girl running. Now, on reaching at you, I saw your smiling face. I said, this might be Evan. But since I never expected you in Uganda, I said, no, I may be wrong. So I said, no, he's not the one. So I went away. But on my left, as I was just moving the other side of the road, I saw Susan. And then, since I had known Susan here in Masaka, I said, oh. So I went to Susan, she hugged me. But all my mind was like, no, this is Evan. Susan was greeting me, but my mind had gone back to Evan. I know that now he is the guy. So after greeting me, I had turned to my right to follow you. And to my surprise, you were also coming on my side. So seeing you, you noticed me. And it's amazing, like you could remember me and you could recall. So that's how we met, and it was really amazing. And since that time, I really believe that maybe you just had come to Uganda. To me, I believe you had just come to Uganda to see me. You can go back.
Pastor Israel, like, I can't tell you how. It's funny because all the years that you were trying to find and contact me, and the same with Pastor Betty and Pastor Gerald, I was trying to find a way to contact you, and it never worked out. Like, it just wasn't happening. And then when I saw you coming towards me on the road, I saw this guy, and I was like, he's coming to me. And it took me back for a second, because last time you and I met, you were so skinny. Like, now you're eating well, you look well. Before, you just didn't have the money for the food. And when I saw you, it caught me off guard, because I was like, number one, I wasn't expecting him. But number two, I was just like, he looks a little different. Is this him? And then as we're kind of running towards one another in awe, you start saying, do you remember me? Do you remember me? And as soon as you say that, I was like, this is Pastor Israel. And I was just, it was such a blessing. I mean, if I came to Uganda for no other reason but this, it was more than worth it to be able to reconnect with you. And I just
thank you for coming over, and I really give praise to God, because I know He has really seen my heart cry. Like, I never needed anything from Him, but I just felt I wanted to share this with you, because however much I'm working and things are moving, but I really will never forget that day. Someone calling me that I want to pray with you, and I'm feeling the Lord in 10 years is doing this, and you see it happen. Really, you can't forget such an incident. So I really wanted to share this, my testimony, with you. My heart. And I always tell Pastor Gerard, and it's amazing, when the ORU team was here, I would try to ask everyone on the team that, do you really know Evan? And everyone was like, no, who is this? But I was like, this is the guy that God used to make my turning point in my life. So it's not like today, but like now and then I've been asking. So many years have come into today, and this is the completion of many years that has been really tackling my heart, wanting to share with you this. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I love you so much.
Oh, God bless you.
Just being here with you, it's just such a blessing.
Yeah, I know. It's me too. And, I'm happy since I've known you, and I need all your contacts to be contacting. And, thank you for this beautiful wife.
I'm so thankful that my wife's here.
Yeah.
I never want to do another trip without her.
Oh, no.
But also,
I know, maybe that's why you could see me, because she was with you.
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. But
Yeah.
just like, this is
Yeah.